Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to have a bit of a discussion video today. It's about an issue that popped up very recently that I became aware of in the Reborn community. So today I wanted to talk about that, give you my views and opinions on it, and I also would love to hear your views and opinions on it. But first I just wanted to talk about this girl here. I have one of my Quinlins. I have I have two miracles. This one and one done by Gina Tobin, and I love them both. So she's going to be your lovely backdrop today while I want to discuss this issue with you, and I'd love to hear your opinions after I have shared mine. So if this is something that you'd be interested in talking more about, learning more about, then stay tuned. So, a few days ago, I was in a Facebook group, and I stumbled across a artist who has purchased some full body silicone babies in the community, and they have these silicone babies have, for whatever reason, over time maybe lost a bit of paint. I don't know quite what happened. I don't know the situation, but this artist has then bought these full body silicones by a very renowned, world renowned silicone artist who's got a very unique style, and they have gave these full body silicones what they call a makeover. The artist that did this has been very open about the fact that they have been doing renovations or modifications, repairs. I don't know what they sort of want to call it, but they have been not totally like stripping the baby, the doll, and redoing it, just making some changes is what I like to call it. Um, so like they've done, as far as I know, they've done 3 in total so far to this artist's work, meaning the original artist's work. Because the original artists with the silicone babies, they not only create the blanks, they also mold the blanks, they also reborn their own silicone. So this artist creates the mold, the actual full body silicone, and reborns them and sells them, and is a well-renowned full body silicone artist, probably one of the first ones actually ever in the community. And so this new artist who bought 3 of these full body silicones has been making some modifications to them. 2 of them turned out looking very what's the word, um very unchanged, like they didn't look dramatically different. So I can't comment upon those 2, but there was the latest one that was purchased very recently, um was did have a little bit of damage on it. I'm not sure exactly what damage was on it, but there was a little bit of damage on it. And so this artist yet again bought this 3rd silicone and made some changes, added some paint to the hands from what I've seen. But the main thing that I really wanted to discuss today is around the baby's face and eyes. There was more the eyes. There was some dramatic changes made to the eyes, which basically changed the whole look of the kit. The kit originally, or the sculpt, however you want to say it, when it originally came out was like a sleepy-eyed kit. That's just the look that the original artist had gone for. And so when this baby was resold to the new artist had cut, or it seemed to be, I'm just presuming it was cut, but it just seems to be the eyes, instead of sleepy eyes, they're now way more awake, way more white showing, way more definitely not a sleeping eye baby anymore. And so therefore the before pics of a sleepy-eyed baby from the original artist and the after pics now with a baby with its eyes quite, to me, this is just my personal opinion, we're all entitled to our personal opinions, but in my personal opinion, the baby now looks a bit stark-eyed, quite eyes wide awake, lots of white showing, where before you could barely see any whites at all because that was like just like waking up from a sleep, still half asleep sort of thing. And now this baby looks, eyes wide apart. So very different look to this now. The baby or the silicone look very starkly different. So my debate today is, and all opinions are respected, and we all have a right to opinion, as I said. My question is, when does an original no longer become original? If an original artist makes a baby a certain look away with certain features, and another artist then comes in and makes changes quite dramatic, like if it's very subtle and you wouldn't even notice it by eye, then to me, I don't see how that would really affect the overall look of the doll, the overall value of the doll, because the doll looks pretty much like the original. But when a new artist comes along and makes dramatic, I would call this a dramatic change, where the doll no longer has a certain look, it looks totally different doll, can that still be considered an original by the original artist? Where's the line in the sand? That's what I'm asking today. Um, for me personally, if it's very, very subtle changes are made, then I would still class it as an original from the original artist. But for me personally, whenever you make a dramatic change to a doll and the look of the doll overall changes, such as the eyes, eyes can be quite, a big thing on a reborn or a doll, sorry. To me, I do no longer classify that as an original. To me, it's a little bit in no man's land. It's not an original. It's not really by that artist that has made those changes. To me, it's put it in a whole new basket, a whole new category that we haven't really even had this happen as far as I know, and I don't even know what this new category would be called. I mean, I suppose we just call it was a so and so baby, but it's now been modified. It's a modified baby. I think that's about all that you could basically classify it as. It's now a modified baby, and I just don't know what the market out there for a heavily modified baby is. I really think personally that it has dramatically devalued it. That's my opinion. I'd love to know, do you think that has now become dramatically devalued because it's no longer looks like the original? I just thought this was all a very, very interesting subject that hasn't really come up a lot in the community and in the hobby. So I just think it would be really good to get everyone's thoughts and opinions and ideas out there. I think the more we talk about it, the more we can educate each other, maybe see a different point of view that we haven't thought of before. Also, maybe to artists out there that might have been considering doing this in the future to certain dolls, reborns, whichever, that might make them realize, if it's not well received in the community, that it's probably not a good thing to do. Just general things like that. I just wanted to put it out there. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As I keep saying, this is, something that's definitely not just all about my opinion. I definitely want that back and forth. I want to hear your opinions, because I just personally, I was devastated to see the third, the definitely either the second or the third was the latest one. The way it had looked, it was so dramatically different to the original that I was personally very sad. I think that's the best word. Very sad to see that this baby that had a certain look now no longer has that look, and to me is no longer an original. And I wouldn't buy this baby even. It just doesn't look anything like the original artist's work. So yeah, that's basically it today. I just wanted to respect everybody that was actually involved by not naming names. And it's not really about the actual, names of everything. It's more just the general idea of this and what people's thoughts are. So I really appreciate you commenting below and letting me know what your thoughts are on this. And have you heard of something else similar to this happening? Because I haven't. This is the first time I've seen this dramatic change being done to a very, very famous, well renowned silicone artist. That's basically all they specialize in nowadays. They used to do vinyls, but they don't anymore. So, yeah, it's a pretty big thing, I think, and I just really love to hear your thoughts. But anyway, that's from my opinion today. Please be respectful to each other in the comments as usual. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video today, and hopefully you enjoyed seeing my gorgeous miracle. Love her so much. So thanks for watching. Until next time, see you later. Bye.